This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Cooling system service. Warning: do not allow antifreeze to come in contact with your skin or painted surfaces of the vehicle. Rinse off spills immediately with plenty of water. Check with local authorities about disposing of used antifreeze. Many communities have collection centers which will see that antifreeze is disposed of safely. Never leave antifreeze lying around in an open container or in puddles on the floor, as children and pets are attracted by its sweet smell and may drink it. Warning: do not remove the pressure cap when the engine is warm. Periodically, your cooling system should be drained, flushed, and refilled to replenish the antifreeze mixture and prevent formation of rust and corrosion, which can impair the performance of the cooling system and cause engine damage. When the cooling system is serviced, all hoses, clamps, and the expansion tank cap should be checked and replaced if necessary. If the vehicle has recently been driven, wait several hours to allow the engine to cool before beginning this procedure. Open the door and apply the handbrake. Chock the rear wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Remove the passenger side front wheel lug nuts. Raise the front of the vehicle and support it securely on jack stands. Then remove the front wheel. Open the door and pull the hood release lever located just above the driver's side kick panel. Slide the hood safety latch to the left, then raise the hood upwards. Release the hood prop rod from the clip on the right side of the engine compartment and place the prop rod into its slot in the hood. Open the door and apply the handbrake. Chock the rear wheels to prevent the vehicle from rolling. Place a floor jack under the reinforced area of the rocker panel seam. Raise the front of the vehicle and then support it with a jack stand placed under the rocker panel seam. On the opposite side, place a floor jack under one side of the body just in front of the notched area of the rocker panel flange, then support it with a jack stand placed in the notched area. Remove the screws from the front and rear of the cover, then use a trim tool to remove the plastic fasteners in the middle of the cover and lower the under-engine cover from the vehicle. Cooling system draining. With the engine completely cool, remove the expansion tank cap. Working under the vehicle, place a small section of hose on the radiator drain valve. Move a large container under the radiator drain to catch the coolant. Open the drain fitting. It may be necessary to use a pair of pliers to open it. Allow time for the coolant to drain completely. While the coolant is draining, check the condition of the radiator hoses, heater hoses, and clamps. Replace any damaged clamps or hoses. Once the system has drained completely, close the valve and remove the hose from the drain. Then remove the drain pan. Cooling system flushing. If flushing the system is necessary, fill the cooling system with clean water, then reinstall the radiator cap. Start the engine and allow it to reach normal operating temperature. Then rev the engine a few times to at least 2,500 RPM. Turn the engine off and allow it to cool completely, then drain the system again as described earlier. Repeat these steps of filling the cooling system with clean water, running the engine, and draining the system until the water being drained appears clear and free of contaminants. Cooling system refilling. Once the system has drained completely, close the valve and remove the hose from the drain, then remove the drain pan. Place the under-engine cover onto the vehicle and align the fastener openings, installing one of the fasteners to hold the cover in place. Then install the remaining fasteners. Tighten fasteners securely. Install the front wheel lug nuts. Raise one side of the vehicle at a time, remove the jack stands, and lower the front of the vehicle to the ground. and tighten the lug nuts to spec. Unscrew the expansion tank cap. Place a funnel into the expansion tank opening, then slowly add the correct type of new coolant to the coolant reservoir until the level is at the full mark. Install the expansion tank cap and tighten it securely. Start and run the engine outside or in a well-ventilated garage. Turn the heater control knob to the max heat position. Allow the engine to idle for 1 minute, then increase the RPMs to 2500 for 30 seconds. Turn the engine off and let it cool for 1 minute. While the engine is still sufficiently cool, unscrew the expansion tank cap and top up the coolant reservoir with coolant until the level is slightly below the full low mark. Install the expansion tank cap and tighten it securely. Start and run the engine again until it reaches normal operating temperature. The thermostat will open and the upper radiator hose will become hot. The fans will cycle on and then off. Rev the engine to 2500 RPM for 30 seconds, then bring the engine to idle for 30 seconds. Turn the engine off and let it cool completely. Open the cap from the coolant reservoir and add more coolant mixture to bring the level slightly above the full low mark with the engine cool. Reinstall the expansion tank cap and tighten it securely. Start and run the engine in a well-ventilated area. Turn the heater knob to max and make sure that hot air comes from the heating ducts. This is a good indication that all air has been purged from the cooling system. Keep a close watch on the coolant level during the next few miles of driving to check for any coolant leaks. Add more coolant as necessary.